So I guess we're talking too much, so the on that video. So what's happened is we've taken up that space, right? Try to fix this here. So let's try that.
Good, there.
All right.
Pure, perfect.
So yeah, so when I moved to Kelowna, I actually put out to the universe I want to move to Kelowna. That was the intention that I put out there. And I was doing stuff with my company and stuff in Calgary, but you know, I wanted to come out here because, you know, my son was here and all that. And obviously we haven't gotten into that. But the point is what was crazy was it was December 23rd, and I had a knock on my bedroom door, and I'm like, come in, it's open. And he's like, come open it. So I opened the door, and there's my roommate with a gun to his head and one pointed at me. And in that experience, these guys, where before I didn't have any confidence and I wanted people's confidence, so I went and I did a B&E, right? Well, my roommate didn't have any confidence, so he needed to play the role of this big marijuana dealer, which he wasn't. But that was the role that he wanted to play. So these three Somalian guys decided that they were going to rob us. Rob him. They didn't know about me.
Yeah, you were the unexpected one.
Yeah, exactly, the unexpected one. And so I mean, I was on my knees with a 9mm on both sides of my skull, and I saw my life flash before my eyes. And I could have embraced that. I had the feeling that I was going to be murdered, and they were going to kill us. And I saw that in my mind, and I was like, no. And what happened was I changed what I was thinking. And then what I started thinking, because I was on the ground, everything I started thinking started to come to pass, even how they left. And I was like, be still and know that we're God. Know that the power of God is within all of us, and that consciousness of that thought is here, it's real, it exists. And then, so the next day, December 24th, 2008, I moved to Kelowna, having no idea what I was going to do. But I had, in that last 7 years, seen a lot of different visions of the future, of what was going to become, what was going to roll out. But I had no idea how that was going to roll and how that was going to transpire. So I just went with the flow. And on September 30th, 2009, my new company, Vital Waters, was born, which is a company to help the world. Just like every project, I think, is important to. I think it's important to have a dream worth failing for. Dreams so big that even if you never get them, that it's worth every moment in the pursuit of them, because you become the person that you want to be along the way. Because it ain't about the stuff. You can always replace stuff. It's about the people. It's about learning. It's about growth. It's about being you and searching out that truth in you. And that's been the journey, you know. For me, I probably, in the last 15 years, to be quite conservative, probably studied about 5 hours a day. But study doesn't do anything compared to taking that study and living it in your life. So first I hoped that it would be a certain way. Then I believed it would be a certain way. Then I knew it would be in a certain way. And then I lived certain way.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful what you just said.
So
Absolute certainty. You led up to absolute certainty. You had a knowingness. And you stayed in that vibration of knowingness.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes we're afraid to do that.
Well,
We are afraid to do that.
Well, we are, because, you know, first thing, you're afraid of failure. Well, then you're afraid of success.
Right.
But as an infinite being creating your own reality in this game, movie, whatever you want to call it, I think the greatest thing is that we're afraid of our own power.
Totally. I couldn't agree with you more.
Right?
We're afraid of our own power, and we're also afraid that we can't keep it.
Right.
We're deeply afraid that we can't keep our power.
Or control it.
Or control our power.
But we don't need to control it.
No.
Because, see, when I say I create my own reality, well, the reality, I don't see a separation between me and God in any way. But if I'm God, that means you're God.
Mm-hmm.
It means everything's God. But not what people concept of
God
what
to
God
be.
is.
Yes, yes.
Not like the guy in the beard saying, well, you've been naughty and nice. I mean, that's which is very close to the word Satan, if you look at it. But anyway, funny he wears red. But anyway, we don't want to talk forever in a day. But the reality is that no one can tell you the truth. You have to experience it. We can point to it, but you have to live it. No one can tell me that I don't create my own reality, because I've lived it. I've lived so many crazy experiences, things like that I won't even get into right now, just because they just seem so fanciful. What people call impossible, but the only thing impossible is the word impossible. Because the word impossible literally means I'm possible. But the thing is, and what I want to really distill down here is this, is that where before, and in my practice in Calgary, because I was doing this, I was helping people get what they wanted in life. And I would charge them for that by, once they got it, they'd tell me what that was worth. But what they want? They wanted more money. They wanted a nicer husband or a nicer wife. They wanted blah, blah, blah stuff. They didn't want world peace. They didn't want true freedom on this planet. They weren't looking at that. And I think right now on this planet, we need to call those warriors of light. I'm a warrior of the light. I'm here to do what I can do to make this world a better place. Leave my legacy in that. But I'm not doing my own bidding. See, I'd love to take credit for everything that I said today, but I can't. Because I just allowed God, the universe, everything to flow through me and roll out that truth so that that could be shared with you. It's not separate from me, so it's not me. So to me, you get to a point where it's not about what I want. I don't care about money or stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. I know that no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to have enough money to do it at that moment. That's where I'm powerful. I don't need to save up anything. You can't save money. But to know that no matter what is happening, it's the best, the most amazing thing that could be happening. That, people say, well, everything happens for a reason. Well, and then other people say, well, it's happening for a reason because you're a dumbass. Well, hey, the reality is everything's happening for a reason. But I don't know what that reason is, except for that it's for my greater good. It's for something magical. Because life is magic, and it's supposed to be fun, a lot of humor. It's designed to be laughter and excitement, and our life can be a drama, it can be a thriller, it can be a horror. I mean, it can be whatever we want it to be. But it's time to bring out that dreamer and dream a dream. And that's what this world is lacking right now. Because we're all conformed into a system that says we need to make money. We need to follow that. No, you need to follow your passion. You need to follow your heart. You need to follow your intuition.
And the money will come.
Everything will come.
Everything will come.
Everything will come. And you know what? You're not alone. On this journey, I felt very alone. I'm not alone. You're not alone. We're not alone. We're all here, and we're here to help and work with each other in whatever moment that is. But it's a really beautiful opportunity for us right now. I truly believe with all the stuff that I see that's going on the planet that I could judge to be wrong, which I don't. I think it gives us an opportunity for a better day. It gives us the yin to the yang. Without it, we wouldn't have the opportunity of the other side of it, if you know what I mean.
I do.
But at the same time, this is the greatest time in the history of humanity to be on this rock. Because in the end, we win. And what does that mean? That means freedom. That means creating a world that is so beautiful, where, you know, it's very different than what we have today. And honestly, the only ones that have ever changed this planet are the ones that are crazy enough to think they can. And I know you can. And I know I can. And I know that Rose can, because we are.
And it's creating your inside world.
Exactly.
Creating your inside world.
And so, you know, this is the opportunities, with unlimited opportunities. And it's dreaming that dream, telling that story. You tell yourself a story long enough, it's going to become true. If that story says I'm a loser and nothing works out, guess what? That's what you create. If that story says I'm brilliant and amazing, then that's what you create. It's up to you. No one's going to live your life. No one's going to do it for you. No one can take responsibility. All we can do is point. That's all that we can do. We can share a little piece of ourselves with you to maybe add some insight that can help you guide yourself. That's the best that we can do. Anyone who thinks that it's them that's really helping someone, it's not. You've brought yourself to this video because it's what needs to be. And if you've gotten this far, congratulations, because a lot of people would start to listen to something like this and you know, shut it off. But yeah, you are who you're looking for, and the best romance that you need is yourself, and the rest will all unfold, especially if you allow it.
Well said.
So thank you.
Thanks for listening
And watching.
and watching.